Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There was a old couple, and that lady had a great hobby of making new dishes. And the victim was the old husband. One day, she said, "Tonight we are going to have a candlelight dinner, darling." Okay. So he was preparing himself. And the dinner time came, everything was arranged on a dining table, nice candles and everything. The dishes were kept nicely decorated. Most wonderful, expensive crockery, candles, different fragrance, different colors. And then he started eating as a punishment. Then she asked, "Honey, what is the best thing you like in this?" So he started, "Candles are the best." Friends, when you lose interest in anything, that doesn't bother you. When we give importance to something, that starts bothering. Simple rule. Like I tell you certain things. I like chaos. So you don't have to do any sadhana. Everywhere available. Confusion. Best thing. See? But those who are perfectionists, they suffer perfectly. Because they are perfectionists. See? Therefore, we determine the quality of our life. In Assam, in a Bengali family, I was invited to stay for a few days during my lectures. So, after 2-3 days, then the husband said to me, "Swamiji, please come to my bedroom." I said, "Okay, I went." And he showed everywhere the combs with the hair were kept. "See, Swamiji." So I thought he asked me to clean, so I lifted one, started cleaning. No, don't clean. I said, "Okay, I can." "Do you know what is this?" I said, "Yes, comb with hair." "This is my wife." How many times I told her. She does every time the same thing. I'm fed up. She doesn't like perfection. Very shabby. Then you tell her, she may listen. So we are used. So she was called. I said, "Amma, there is a case filed against you, FIR, come. She was a happy-go-lucky, nice round body, no sharp edges, mouth full of pan. Where Swamiji? I said, your husband told, why you leave it like this? Why don't you clean it and keep in one place? Now she has to talk. You're standing here, their window. From here, she speaks. Because she has to talk. 50% inside, 50% outside. And then with her own sari, she cleans. Swamiji, don't worry about him. He has nothing except complaints. Do you know why he is angry with my comb and hair? He is jealous. ये गंजा है ना इसीलिए. She was so happy. Friends, life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. It's in your hands. Here, vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha. You stop taking sweet because you have diabetes, you will suffer. But on your own choice, you give up. See the joy of renunciation. See? Vayasi gate kaha kama vikaraha. When one has become old, nothing can be done, and then say, I have become vairagi. अरे यार तुम कर ही क्या सकते हो? See friends, therefore, before the world rejects us, we should have the wisdom to reject the world. This is the principle on which I live in this world. When I came last Sunday, my friend Prashant was happy. One day passed, his level of happiness increased. 2 days passed, level of happiness increased. Tomorrow afternoon, he'll be happiest. Swamiji gone. But if I go and stay there, he has to say, Swamiji, यहाँ से जाने का कितना लेते हैं? How much I had to pay for you to get out of this place? Friends, before the world denies us, have the wisdom to deny the world. Vayasi gate kaha kama vikara. Then, shushke nire kaha kasaraha. If there is no water in a lake, can you call it a lake? In the same manner, when we do not give undue importance to the things and beings around, there is no samsara. Like an actor on the stage. He is acting, doing all the things that is required to be done. But he doesn't get entangled in anything or anybody. See? So when the boy tells on the stage to the girl, honey, darling, 14 February, so this is for you. And then after that, slowly he says, keep it for the next program. Plastic. He doesn't mean that he loves her. And she also knows he's just acting. Friends, this very deep thought, be attentive. We have dreams, and in that dream, there are so many characters, good and bad. So many places, so many events. When the dream is over, when we are awake, do we ever think about what happened to those people in the dream? I don't think. Exactly the same way, we are all in the dream of Brahmaji. What we call individual subtle body, and Brahmaji is the total subtle body. What you call Hiranyagarbha or Sutratma. So we are in the dream of Brahmaji. And when Brahmaji wakes up from sleep, it is called as Mahapralaya. And when we wake up from our sleep, it is called a mini pralaya. Both are the same. So as we don't bother what happened to the people in our dream, when we wake up, we don't bother. Come on, yeah, just like that. Same way, when Brahmaji wakes up, पुण्य किया स्वर्ग में जाओ छोड़ो यार take this view of your life. Upanishad says yatha purvam akalpayat, nothing is new. If you sleep as an engineer, you don't wake up as a doctor. Yatha purvam akalpayat. Therefore this world is only like a particular condition. If there is water, it is a lake. If there is no water, it is not a lake. In the same manner, when we give value, importance to the worldly things and beings, there is samsara. When you don't give unnecessary value to the worldly things and beings, you are living in the world and yet you are beyond the impact of the world. We don't have to go anywhere to Himalayas. There was one man from Canada and he met me recently in Rishikesh. He used to call me again and again, Swamiji, I want to come to India, go to Himalayas and take a diksha. I want to become a sannyasi and ultimately realize. So kindly guide me where the gurus are available. I said, there are many guru malls. See? That depends. What is your budget? Rich budget, rich gurus. Less budget, less gurus. You can get anything. Then I told him, what is that you will get after coming here? No. I want to realize. Who can help such a person? Friends, we imagine changing the place will be different. Changing the people around us will be different. No. We have to change. People come from here to our Bharat Mata and they complain. Why the traffic is like this? The Indian drivers, they don't complain. See? Here they will constantly complain. Why? The buffaloes are on the road. You ask the buffaloes. So you ask the buffaloes. Buffaloes look at him. So what? Stop complaining. You have the driving license. Your ability to drive should be improved, not the traffic. If you are walking spiritual path, your thinking process must be disciplined. Because there are thoughts in the mind, does it mean we are thinkers? Forest, vegetation, trees, plants, wild animals, thorns, stones. Garden, same thing, vegetation, plants. But what is the difference? When we go to the forest, we are afraid. When we go to the garden, we are happy. If you just find out what is the difference. In the forest, the vegetation is wild. In the garden, every plant is selected, planted with proper distance, pruning, protected, unwanted plants, weeds are removed. Now look within. Our mind is a jungle or a garden. If our mind is the jungle, then we will be constantly constantly complaining about everything. Because jungle. If your mind is a garden, then you are at peace with yourself. A person who is at peace with himself or herself is abiding in divine. Therefore, don't give undue importance to the worldly things and beings. One boy asked me this question. You go to so many places and tell the people Upanishad, Gita, but people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? I said, I never feel bad. Why? I don't want them to change. When I am talking, who is the first listener? Me. If my talks don't change me, will they change others? So why do you talk? I said, you give me an opportunity to think loudly. How important it is. And I don't want them to change because I follow the principle of the doctors. Do you know the prayers of the doctors? Sarve bhavantu roginaha. Doctors don't like healthy people. Healthy kahin gaye. Hut. बीमार आ जाइए. See, friends, in the same manner, we don't like wise people. We like otherwise people. Then only our market is maintained. See, friends, the world is as much importance you give to this world. So, Kshine vitte kaha kaha saraha. Kshine nire kaha. Then, Kshine vitte kaha parivaraha. When you are not having money, people will slowly start giving you away. ठीक है, बाद में आना भी नहीं. People are attracted towards what we have. If you are nothing, nobody wants you. One of the most important thing. Recognize people love us not because of us, but with what we have. If you give it up, then you come to know whether it's a real love or it was a fake. Shine vitte kaha parivara. And jnate tatve kaha samsara. If you see, in Haridwar, Rishikesh, holy places, you go, there are many huge ashrams, like a kingdom. When average people like Babaji, we go there. So for Babaji, there is a separate line. वहाँ बैठ के खाना खाओ. And if somebody Sethji goes, who is giving donations, then that Mahamandaleshwar will get up and come to the main gate and receive him, aye, because money. Hey friends, and we start imagining people respect us because of us. No, because of the wealth. So, kshine vitte kaha parivaraha. When you have nothing, the world will not bother you. You are all by yourself. And therefore, the ultimate, jnate tatve kaha samsaraha. Once you come to know, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. This world is merely an appearance. Now try to understand what is an appearance. We are seeing each other. Are we really seeing each other? Think about it. What we are seeing is only the images which are formed on our mind. If images are not allowed to be formed, the presence of an object will not be seen. What we are seeing is images. One step further. Are we seeing the images? Or if some object is in absolute dark and your eyes are open, will you be able to see that object? What we see, not the image of the object, but image of the reflected light on that object. Think. If the object is in the light, but if your eyelids are closed, no image formation, can you see that object? Further, when an image falls on the mirror or in the mirror, is the mirror influenced by the image? Think. If the image is that of the fire, will that image of the fire burn the mirror? You don't have to do anything. This is the truth. But the whole samsara begins. I don't like that. I like that. Now, what is the logic behind Liking and disliking, tell me. See? Somebody likes purple color. Somebody likes red color. Now what is the reason behind? Why you like this purple color? Useless. No, I like that. No logic. And we consider ourselves to be intelligent. And our whole life is guided only under the influence of likes and dislikes. So, what will be the real spiritual practice? Rise above likes and dislikes. Jnate tatve. Rise above the likes and dislikes. The world has always been like this thing. If you start liking the heat during the summer, rains during the rainy season, cold during the winter, you will never be miserable. But when summer comes, we start, oh God, it is too hot. Oh God, too hot. Do something. God say, okay, beta, he sent the rain. Oh God, it is too rainy, too much. We can't take it anymore now. Okay, beta, he sent the winter. It is too cold, it's too cold. Bhagavan says, give him anything, he only complains. Therefore, he doesn't listen to our complaints. On the contrary, if you start liking the spade as a spade and the diamond as a diamond, you will never be miserable in life. We simply sing bhajan tabla beti. Jehi bidhi rakhe ram, tehi bidhi rahiye. It must come in later and spirit in our life. Hey friends, jnate tatve kaha samsara. Therefore, the truth is the eternal presence which cannot be experienced as absent. Waking comes, stays and goes. We are still there. Then we support the second drama, dream. Comes, along with the dreamer it goes. Then the third drama, the deep sleep comes and it goes. We have never come and never gone. Jnate tatve. Like the space. Clouds, thunder, rains, come, shower and go. What happens to the space? Nothing. Then the clouds, only thunder, no rains, come and go. What happened? Nothing. Space is the same. Then there is pitch darkness, no problem to the space. Is it not our story? When there are colors and forms, it makes no impact on the vision. When the sense organs are operating or not operating, it makes no difference to the mind. When the likes and dislikes are honored or not honored, I continue to be. Whether this I is manifest or not, life continues to be. Up to this life is our journey. Life-wise, we are all one. I-wise, we are different. Liking, dislike-wise, we are different. Abilities-wise, we are different. So, discard those criteria which are creating differences and come to the common denominator. The common denominator is life. So when I go to the hospital and I had to get my heart operated, so what will I say? If the doctor is having Bharadwaj Gotra, then only I will get my head operated. No. There all the criterias end in the same manner. Those things which support and establish differences should be ignored. Jnate tatve kaha samsara. Then slowly, the net result is we are at peace with ourselves. And in that peaceful experience, the truth is revealed. We are able to peep beyond the obvious. Here you have seen this Kundalini chakras. When I am seeing at that, you know what was going in my mind? At the bottom is the person. Then first is the Muladhara chakra. Second is Swadhisthana. Third is Manipur. The fourth is Anahata. The fifth is Vishuddha. The sixth is the Agya chakra. And the end is Sahasrara. So as long as we are living at body level, desires are bound to be, and desires never end, they culminate in greed. So the lower three chakras, the Mooladhara, body identification, Swadhisthana, desires, Manipur, greed. Till such time we are in this, we are in samsara. Rise above that, then come the Anahat chakra. Start working on your mind. The day we start working on our mind, we are reborn. Thereafter, we are essentially nobody but playing the role of somebody. Karnataka. So whatever role we have to play, play the role beautifully. But hold on to that Anahat chakra. Anahata means not creating any noise. Slowly, when you go deeper and deeper, you come to know we are thought-free experience. I am man, I am woman, I am Indian, I am not Indian, I am doctor, I am patient. This is a thought. I am is not a thought. This thought-free experience is Vishuddha chakra. And it is not limited to me only. It is the one. Agya chakra, Aham Brahmasmi. The same reality expressing through everything and being. So coming to the Agya chakra is living as life. See? Everywhere you get messages. If we have the ability to catch the message, God is not absent everywhere. Best example I can tell you. The sound comes from inside the phone when somebody calls us. But when we call somebody, we get a message. The customer that you want to call is out of reach. They have got limitations. Paramatma is unlimited. He is constantly calling us. But we are out of his reach. So whenever he calls us, he gets a message. The devotee that you are calling is lost in fulfilling the desires of his wife. Therefore, he is not available. What Bhagwan will do? We keep the phone down. He takes the gada in his hand. His phone is Panchajanya, service provider. And when he gets this message, he doesn't give up. He takes the gada. If he is a North Indian, if he is a South Indian, gada. See? And he gives 1 ton, immediately connection. Why this is happening to me? Why not to others? What bad I had done to anybody? Oh God! दुख में सुमिरन सब करे सुख में करे ना कोई, सुख में सुमिरन करे, दुख काहे को होए. Remembering God is remaining happy. It's not Krishna, 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 Krishna. Don't eat his head. You know, the most pathetic God is Bhagwan Ram. Everybody, Ram, 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 Ram. How much he must be getting distressed. See, like your kids. If they are holding all the time, Mummy, 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 beta kya chahiye? Mummy, he is not listening. Mummy, 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 Mummy. What should you give one? Chup. Exactly the same way, when the devotees trouble Bhagwan Ram says, Hanumanji, chu. Friends, if you are happy, you are one with God. What are my words? If you are happy, don't become happy. If you become happy, you are dependent. I am happy because of my wife. This is just example. I am happy because of my wife. I am happy because of my mother-in-law. No cause, just happy. Jnate tatve kaha samsara. So what is samsara? Samsara is misery and Paramatma is Ananda. Now here the thought continues. Next verse. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kalaha sarvam mayamayamidamakhilam mitva brahmapadam tvam pravisha viditva Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam. Don't have the arrogance of your achievements in this world. Which are the achievements? Dhana, wealth. When I came to this town, I was homeless, staying on the roadside. Now you see those 3 buildings, they are mine. See, friends, the arrogance of having things, dhana, then jana. I have got so many votes, so many people like me. Third, yauvana. One person in Calcutta asked me in the morning, I was sitting near a lake. That day I had no satsang, so I said, very good. Comfortably in the morning, 6 o'clock, such nice weather. One man came, must be 4 feet 9 inches or 5 feet, shorty, with a short shirt and a golf cap. He came and stood in front of me in the morning, 6 o'clock or so. Can you guess what is my age? Can you imagine? Somebody asks you a question in the morning when you are in a cool and quiet way sitting. Can you guess what is my age? So I looked at him. I said, 3.5 years. Children ask, you ask the children, hey, what is your age? So the mother tells, 5 years. No, 5 years, 2 months, 3 days. So to that man, when I told, no, tell. I said, okay, you are 81 years young. When I said like that, he nearly jumped out of his skin. You are the person in the world who has correctly judged me. I am 81 years young, not old. You call yourself young, but people call you dabbo. We only imagine like that. Therefore, ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kalaha sarvam. We don't know next time what is going to happen. But what an arrogance. See, there was one doctor in Bombay. My friend was getting operated for his heart. So he told me, Swamiji, before I go to the operation, you please come and bless me and the doctor also. So I went there. I have told my friend, hey, doctor is fantastic, everything will be all right, don't worry. Then I told the doctor, Dr. Sahab, may God bless you with all success. I don't want your blessings, I want money. I said, that I have never given to anybody, I won't give you. Straight away. Operation was over, my friend survived everything. After that, that doctor died of heart attack. What an arrogance. Bharati nimeshat kala sarva. So my friend who was operated, he said, Swamiji, when you told him, God bless you, he rejected it. I said, no, Bhagwan ki leela chal rahi hai. Okay, it happens. Therefore, let us not have the arrogance of success and guilt of the failure. These are two negative things in our mind. An arrogant person is sorted out, and a guilty person is extremely miserable inside. This is what happens in the old age. These two things torture a person. All that should have been done, that was not done. So the guilt of omission of the right things and the guilt of commission of the wrong things. In the old age, we have got 24/7 to live. And old habit, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, and you get lost and keep on thinking about it. Parame Brahmani kopi na saktaha. One person asked me, this very old man. I was going for a morning walk on the bank of Brahmaputra in Guwahati. Very nice place, calm and quiet. He says, Swamiji, you go for a walk? I said, yes. May I come with you? I said, on one condition, no questions. No, but only for question I want to come. One question. I said, here only. Then after question answer is over, I'll go alone. Yes. Don't get offended. I said, no, go ahead. He said, I am now 90. Yes. Then what is there to get offended? He said, no, I'll tell you. In my house, there are my daughter-in-laws, then granddaughters. Even at this age, bad thoughts come in my mind. What should I do? That day, because that time I was very young, I could not imagine this could be the mind of an old person. What could be the reason? That put me into activity, thinking. See? Then we come to know what is that we have given importance in our life. Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. See? A guilty person cannot think straight. He will always have crooked thinking. Therefore, ma kurudhana jana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kalaha sarva. What is to be done? Drop your past. This is one of the highest spiritual practice. Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. There is no need. No comment on anything or anybody. This is one point I like very much in this country. You will see various places you go, people are dressed and hairstyle weird. Everybody looks at each other, but nobody comments. See? Everybody is Indian. See, kaisa kapde pehna hai? Did he ask you? Phate kapde pehnte. That is the style. Oh, style, yes. We are trained to comment on everything in this world. Harati nimeshat kalaha sarva. Don't bring your past in the present and spoil it. This can be done only by one technique. Only know for certain. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. Now, for me, the old one, what is the future? So if I had to talk, what will I talk? Only what I have? The past. Therefore, do not bring the past in the present, then you have nothing to talk. For this, I have given mantra diksha. Do you want to have the mantra diksha? You will be freed from all the problems of your life. See? Today is what? This is April. April, no? Now put your right hand on your left hand, your heart, not somebody else's. And repeat after me. April 13, 2024. April 13, 2024. April 13, 2024. Diksha over. Now listen. Do not talk anything, whatever has happened before this date. Now talk. Swamiji, पिछले बार भी you are going back. Do not go behind this date. And this will not be the stale mantra. Tomorrow the mantra will change. April 14, 2024. And April 15, 2024. Don't waste time in remembering. When we went, Shimla, I think it was 1922, Swamiji, old man says. Whenever there is an old couple, there is the best time for me. Chabi bhar ke chhod do. So when he said, Swamiji, 2022, when we were in Shimla, wife was 2022. You might have gone with somebody. We got married in 33, not 22. No, we got married 22. No, 33. No. Fighting. My time pass over. How does it matter? Learn to remain in the present. This is the highest spiritual practice, and this is what is to be convinced by satsanga. Then how it can be done? Maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva. See, this is all the play of Maya. Now be attentive. What is Maya? Maya is not a person. Maya is that experience which is measured through some criteria. Red color, I like. Yellow color, I don't like. Yellow, dirty fellow. Now what is the logic? No logic. And then we get so much influence by our likes and dislikes. That is Maya. Miyate anaya ya sa Maya. Second example. With our eyes, we can see only Vibgyor spectrum of light waves, violet to red. Beyond that, our vision cannot peep. And therefore, if we insist that only these many colors are there is no more light waves beyond it, we are under the influence of Maya. If I can see, then only I believe. If I cannot see, I don't believe. This is Maya. If I understand, then it is right. If I don't understand, it is wrong. Maya. See, friends. And therefore, Kenoparishad told us in our last sessions, Anya devatat viditat atha aviditat adi. The truth is beyond the scope of knowledge and ignorance. What you know is not the truth. What you don't know is not the truth. You are beyond knowledge and ignorance. Can we say, I don't know myself? We cannot say. Is it necessary to say, I know myself? Can we say, I am absent? We cannot say. Is it necessary to say that I am present? What is that? Experience which does not involve operation of sense organs, mind and intellect. That experience which does not call for any known means of knowledge. In that experience, there is no variety, no changes, no options. This is meant here. Maya maya vidam akhilam hitva. Therefore, live in this world, but don't give it a status of reality. Enjoy. And what is illusion? Maya mayam, it is illusion. Illusion means what? Which appears under n number of conditions. The mirage waters, they appear under some conditions, not always available. The rainbow appears only under certain conditions, not always. This waking experience is there only when we are identified with the body. When we are not identified with the body, where are we? When are we? What are we? The dream experience appears only when we are identified with the subtle body. After the dream is over, where it has gone. When we are in deep sleep, where are we? When are we? What are we? But in and through all the experiences, waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, there is one common denominator, ever the same. For that, work on this homework. Who goes to sleep? Don't demonstrate. Who goes to sleep? The waker doesn't go to sleep. He is not in the dream, in the deep sleep. The dreamer doesn't go to sleep. He is not in the deep sleep. The deep sleeper also does not go to sleep. If he sleeps, who will know it is a sleep? He has to be awake. Friends, therefore, mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha, Bhagavan says in Gita, I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. And therefore, sarvaihi vedaihi aham eva vidyaha. What is worthy of knowing is who is this aham. So, to bring it in few words, multiplicity appearing on account of certain conditions is an illusion. Like space. Then north, east, west, south. Has the space become many? But your Vastu Shastra, Feng Shui, they are based on the directions. The truth is space. Because of the conditioning of the sunrise, we have created an illusion that as if the space is divided. This is outside, now come to yourself. Man is one, conditioning father becomes son, conditioning wife becomes husband, conditioning son becomes father. Has that man become three? And who are miserable? These three. Where are they? So, conditioned expressions are appearances, they do not exist. And who are miserable? These appearances are miserable. The son is miserable because of the Hitler father. The husband is miserable because of the Mahakali. The father is miserable because of the Rakshasa. The man is happy. So what sadhana will you do? Swamiji, my son doesn't want to get married. Please tell him to get married. You are asking me. I will tell him never get married. See, friends, you have destroyed your life. Let them destroy their life. No, we want to help them. We are expert in destroying your own life. See, friends, then how to live Karnataka? The day you get this simple message across, not only words, but the meaning impact of it, you will be at peace all the time. And this can come only through wisdom. One mother-in-law, I happened to meet her in Virginia many years before. She got uh, her son married to a girl from Nepal because they were Nepali. Swamiji, I didn't want a girl from here. I wanted to get a girl from our own country. Very good. She came. All these people have got this notion that the girls from their own country are better. No, they are horrible. They are not better. They have this wrong notion about it. Then got that girl and got married the son. After 3 months, she said, we should stay separate. I can't stay with your mother. So see the only mother-in-law in the whole world. He said to her son, Beta, you go and have separate accommodation, stay. You don't have to prove that you love me because you are my son. I know that. You have to prove to your wife that you love her. See? How can you be a miserable person? But normally what happens, पहले हमेशा मम्मी मम्मी करता था, अब देखो मेरे साथ देखता भी नहीं. अरे बूढ़ा हो, he got someone better than you. But they don't understand. They don't want to understand rather. And therefore they suffer. Therefore, maya miyam akilam buddha. Don't get too lost in the relative existence. अपना काम करो निकल जाओ. Brahma padam tvam pravisha viditva. And thus you will discover what is the truth. The truth is unconditioned experience. That experience which cannot be compared or spoken of. I am healthy body. I am not disturbed mind. But I am is an experience where there is no am, there is no I. Brahma padam tad pravisha viditva. Continuing further. Dinayaminyau sayam prataha. Shishira vasantau punarayataha. Kala kridati gacchati ayu. Tadapi na munchati ashavayu. Ashavayu is gas trouble. There was a school. And in that school, like every school, there is a teacher's room. When they have no classes, the teachers go and sit there, do their work, correcting the papers or whatever. And in that school, there was one young boy appointed as a teacher, and he was there. And next to him, there was one old teacher, professional, frustrated. And then, now and then, he used to do apanavayu sadhana. Apanavayu is living gas. Every now and then. And then he will look at this young boy. Beta, I have got gas trouble. What can I do? He said, Uncle, you don't have gas trouble. You have gas trouble we have. Tadapina munchati ashavayu. Old people go on expecting and demanding so much that other people suffer. Don't have any choices given to yourself. ठीक है, बढ़िया है, चलते रहो, चलते रहो. But what happens? They have been ruling. They can't give up this ruling position. That is the reason. Once you get the taste of adhikar, you cannot give up. Once you are a politician, always you are a politician. You cannot give up. We want to rule over. See? Therefore, remember this thing. Fulfillment of desires is not spiritual practice. Then what is spiritual practice? Kathopanishad, last verse. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishritaha atha martyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. When we come to a state of zero desire level, we are one with the divine. Our desires declare our bankruptcy of happiness. Tadapi na munchati ashamayu. It should be like that. It should be like, come on, yeah, let them do. In another family, I saw very nice, rich family. And before marriage only, that boy's room was nicely done and he will stay here and all that. Now, every girl has her own dream of life. That when I get married, I will have a nice 2 BHK, 3 BHK. I'll get this type of curtains. I'll get this kind of wall fixtures, this kind of furniture. And they have got their own dreams. But these old houses, old people, all their dreams are shattered. Let them have their life. 24/7, staying with him, no. Keep distance and remain close, rather than living together and keeping distance. Why? Because Asha Vayu, suffering from gas trouble. Therefore, remember, Dinayaminyo Sayam Prataha Shishir Vasanto Punarayataha. How much time has passed in our life, and in this manner, Kala Kridati, we are addition of a day to our life is a subtraction of a day from our life. Ayur nashyati pashyatam pratidinam yati kshayam yauvanam. Addition of a day is subtraction of a day from the life. How beautiful this understanding is. Enough of it. We have to learn. No, enough, enough. Kala kridati gacchati ayu. But till the last moment, the same thing about eating and control. If we want to really practice, control on these two aspects. One organ, that is tongue. Minimum choice for the food. And minimum comment on anything in this world. For that, our Mahamantra is, who asked you? Many times we say something. Nobody has asked us anything. But we say, कहना नहीं चाहिए. If you know कहना नहीं चाहिए, why don't you keep your mouth shut? Meaning, as regards knowledge is concerned, we don't lack. But we can't control. See, friends. Therefore, kala kridati gacchati ayu. Friends, our parents we know. Grandparents we know. Some of us may know great-grandparents. Before that, 4 or 5 generations. Do we even think once about them? See, the same is going to be our story. how important it is. Therefore, this life is our last life if we transcend all desires. No more desires. Enough of it. Enough of it. What are very good, very fine, nice, good, very good. Give yourself minimum choice, you will be maximum happy. Give yourself no choice, you are absolutely happy. In other words, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय. When your desire matches God's desire, it will be successful. When our desire is contrary to the divine will, we fail. Therefore, we are here only to celebrate life. Don't calibrate what I get, you get nothing. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.